Okay, I think I'm live. Sorry. I'm trying to get this all dialed in here because, of course, Facebook restricted my account today. You know, you know, just another Facebook thing. I am getting good at figuring out problems with Facebook. I guess I should be thankful that it's helping my never getting dementia by giving me new things to learn every single freaking day. So thank you for that, Facebook. All right, let's get this up. The link is up. We're going to head over to the page and then we'll get started. So today is March 12th and the prompt is a Dina Wakely Ranger flower pouch. Oh boy. Oh boy. And here's the link. The link. The link. Okay. I guess it's a good thing I move quickly and can adapt. Because otherwise, some of these problems in the morning would just throw me into a tailspin and I'd have to crawl under a rock. So, good morning, Susan and CJ and Letizia and Denise. Yeah. And Susie, welcome. I'm going to start doing plugs because it took me a long time to get here, basically. So, the first plug is for the website, creatorofcuteness.com. That's where you go. That's where everything is. That's where my books are, my collage elements, my classes, my burnishing tools, my watercolors, my everything is there on the website. Go there. Okay? Okay? Okay. Hi, Charlene and Mary Lynn and Penny. Who did I miss? Ruth Ann, Jennifer, Cindy, Ellen. I missed a bunch. Julie, do you love me? Julie, do you care? Julie, are you thinking of me? Who sang that? My mom's favorite. It's a good thing I'm not crying, but it's my mom's favorite. Okay, so let's talk about the book club. There is a new YouTube should be going, Carmen. I put it in there. Uh, Everybody else is there, I think. Yeah, it's there. It's there, Carmen. It's there. Okay, so there's a new session of the book club that is available now on the website. Creative Book Club, it's the 6th session for May, June, July, and August of 2025. It's $30 for 4 months. You get 2 sessions per month, which gives you, how much is that? 8 sessions. So if you divide that in half, no, it's working. I just clicked on it. Mine's working. I don't know why yours is not. Anyway, anyway, so if you divide that in by 3, it's $7.50 a month. So then 2 sessions per month would be $3 and something cents a month. So it's like super cheap this year, super cheap. I hate the word cheap, but anyway, we review a new book each month. We play in the No Excuses art journaling book each month, and we make a new project or learn a new technique each month. And you can register for this class at creatorofcuteness.com. And everybody told me they liked the little book that I made last time, so I made another one. Here are the dates and the times. So at the beginning of the month, May 2nd, is the No Excuses art journaling book. And then at the end of the month, it's a new book of my choice. Do you know what I mean? And then same for June. The beginning of the month is the No Excuses art journaling book, and the end of the month is a book of my choice. However, let's put a little however in there. We are still in the 5th session, so you can come and join the 5th session as well if you want, you know? because they're both fun. I mean, it's all fun. It's fun for all and all for fun. Why isn't it working for you, Dieta? It's working perfectly for me. Everybody else is there. It says there's 18 people watching on YouTube. And Denise commented, Letizia, Susan, Terry. Hi, Terry, from Chicago. So, our book this month that we're doing at the end of the month is The Art of the Fold by Heidi Kyle and Ula Warkol. I don't know for sure what I'm saying, but I think that's it. So, anyway, next is the Journal Play Day class, which is coming up, as I said, next. It is April, May, and June are the new sessions. So we have already had the book club or the Journal Play Day for March. That's where we made this beautiful book that we are working in here. We learned how to make paper clay leaves, and we made this pretty book. And yeah, that's the idea. We make a new book each month. So you can sign up now for the 17th quarter. It's $25 for 3 months or $8.33 a month. So April, May, and June, we make a new art journal each month. We get 1 to 3 new pages of art from me, and then you learn a new tip or trick monthly. Okay. So the art for April is, I don't know, bunnies and daffodils, bunnies and blooms. That's what it is, bunnies and blooms. So all these cute bunnies, this carrot paper border background, that's the word I'm looking for, bunny background. This cool background, which is from the Bootsy collage element, but I stole it and brought it over here. And there's one more. It must be in my, it must be in my printer still. It's not here. Well, there's one more. There's one with landscapes and a lined page. So you get a lot of artwork this month. Yay. All right, let's talk about this first. Let me grab it. I wanted to talk about ledger books today since we're doing Dina Wakely. Let me just tell you a little bit about me and Dina Wakely. There's nothing to tell. We're not buddies. We're not friends. I don't really know her. However, when I used to go to the CHA and HIA shows, it really bothered me when I would walk around because I was doing my job, doing my buying for the store. But it really bothered me that when I got to Dina Wakely's booth, well, Tim Holtz was over here on this corner and Dina was on this corner, and people were not stopping to watch Dina. People were stopping to watch Tim. So I would stand there for a half hour and just shoot the shit. Pardon me. I would just chat with Dina. But I don't think we're not friends. She doesn't know me, but I feel like I know her, because it happened twice a year when I would go to the show and I just hang out and watch her work. And it was awe inspiring, awe inspiring. It's kind of like I've always said with, do you remember MTV Unplugged? The show MTV Unplugged? Well, it was one of my favorites. And the reason I liked it so much is because they would take a band like Nirvana, who was grunge, and maybe you didn't like them, and maybe you didn't understand their music, but then they would unplug their instruments and they'd have to play with a stand up bass and a guitar. And you really knew how talented they were by the fact that they didn't need all those special effects behind them. And that's how I feel about Dina Wakely. She's so talented, aside from just like, remember we did Jackson Pollock yesterday and it was a bit of just chaos? Sometimes mixed media can look like that, and you don't really know if that person is mega talented or not. She is. I love her. And if I felt comfortable enough, someday I would take a class from her. But I always think it's weird that like somebody who's an artist and gets paid for art would take a class from another artist. Do you know what I mean? So that brings us to this. So I had a little accident this morning. I wanted to draw some stems of flowers here. and I pulled the cap off. I'm not going to do it again because I've got to figure out how to fix it. I pulled the cap off, but the second cap came off and a big blob happened right here. And my husband said, I went and showed him, and he said, if you didn't show me, I wouldn't know there was that blob there, but it's going to take all day to dry. Right? Look how big it is. It's just a big wet blob. So I had to do a different type of flower. But I wanted to talk about ledger books today. So this is my ledger book that my husband bought me. That is the dated, not dated, but numbered pages, right? He got it on eBay, I think. And it goes 1 to like 150 or 140 or something like that. You can still get these ledger books. They're pretty cool. I like them like this. So Dina, my good friend, close personal good friend Dina Wakely, made this mixed media journal for Ranger. And damn if she is not a sharp cookie, because she took an old ledger and scanned it and then made those pages in the ledger. Do you know what I mean? Now, me personally, this is the page I would want all the time. If I made this book, I would make this page throughout the whole book because I like it plain, but I like it vintagey looking with some of the ink on it. And Dina, if you're listening, because I know you're not, but could you make another one where you scan this down so it is very faint and hardly there? So I did one page so far. This is as far as I got. And then I'm like, ugh, what in God's name did I do? So I put it away. I do have a cool envelope here to use on this page, but someday it'll happen to me and I'll be happy with it. So let me because there were all those crazy Facebook problems this morning, I haven't grabbed my Dina pictures yet. They're here somewhere. There they are. Let me get these out and then we'll talk about our art for today from Dina Wakely. But I got to get them all out here. Hang on, I'm almost done. All right, let's bring up her main project that we're doing, and I'll move the camera. So here's the prompt that we got from Lisa McDonald. We did not get a prompt that just said Dina Wakely art. We got a very specific pouch that she sells through Ranger products. So it's not an art piece. It is a pouch, right? With beautiful red and orange poppies and a great blue background. Okay. So that's our prompt. So what did I do? Naturally, I made a pouch. If I only knew how to make zippers, my life would be perfect. But I created a pouch, right? I don't know how to do zippers. Someday one of you guys could teach me. But I have a pouch here out of canvas. Lisa McDonald said, no what? What did I do wrong, Lisa? What? Tell me. So I'm going to put paper inside of this. And then I have a journal or a ledger page here from an old ledger that I bought. Lisa says, no, you don't have to do the pouch. Oh, I'm doing it. I take things very literally, apparently. So I fixed my book. I untwisted everything. We're going to go. Where's Jackson Pollock? Here's Jackson Pollock, right? On this page. And then we got to go to this back side. But I decided I don't want to put Dina's beautiful pouch there. So it's going to go here. Oh my gosh, Becky. So cute, right? So I've got, Lisa, do not apologize. It's awesome. It's such a good challenge. I can't even tell you how happy it's made me every morning. It's made me freak out for a second, but then it makes me really happy. So don't apologize at all. I love it. So I made a pouch. this is not going in it. I'm just putting this scrap paper that I was throwing away in here so that it doesn't leak through to the other side. So shut up, Lisa. Do not apologize. All right, so looking at hers, I think I want my reds and oranges first. Where's my water cup? Lost. And I know I could have just done a page. I know that. Shirley says, good morning. The mixed media artists love gessoing and covering up those backgrounds, or at least toning them down. I tend to overcover them and wish I had left more of the background. That's me too. So I'm thinking, maybe I need to buy a Dina Wakely fluid acrylic to cover my backgrounds that's more of a translucent. Is that what I need, Shirley? Not being a like I know what I'm doing kind of artist, I don't really know what I'm doing. Okay, so we need our oranges and yellows out and deep reds and pinks. So we're just gonna go. Right? Right? I guess I won't be talking through this because I'm not sure what I'm doing. Oh, Carmen says just to water down your acrylic. That could work. I mean, I'm sure that does work, Carmen. Not that it could work. Breathe, Lindsay, breathe. That's pretty close, right? Not totally. Let's let that dry for a moment. Let's get this one here that's more of like petals. Lisa didn't think that I would do this pouch. Man, I definitely want to learn how to put a zipper in now. How cute would this be as a real pouch? Colors are really pretty together too, right? Carmen says watered down acrylic and what's your name? Shirley says water down the gesso. I could do both, honestly. Need that yellow again in here. The yellow is blending with the orange and the pink and becoming very dark. And then there's one up top here that is just going to be the bottom of the bud. All right, let's look, shall we? What type of fabric, Jackie wants to know. If I knew that, my life would be way better than it is. Okay, so we're pretty close there, right? Not too shabby. It's a canvas of some sort. See, it's pretty nubby and it's kind of thick, but I have no idea. I have no idea. Denise says, I will look up an easy tutorial on zipper pouches and I will send it to you. Denise, I kind of would have to come over and sit next to you, but you send it if you want. So I want this all a little darker. So all I can figure is to add a little brown in here to make this all darker at the bottom. But my brush is very wet now. And then she's got some darkness over there and way more in here. That's pretty good. Jackie says zippers are easy. If I was closer, I would pop over and show you. Well, that's what I need. So If you don't mind coming on over, come on over. And again, just like the Jackson Pollock that we did yesterday, I'm sure that Dina Wakely took a lot more time to make her flower than I did mine. But, you know. But wouldn't it be fun to make zippered pouches? I mean, I think it would. So my honey bunches of oats has to go in for some tests today. They think he has something called restrictive lung disease. And I'm not happy about it. And he is not happy about it. And he went to take the trash out this morning. And it was very, oh, she doesn't have another stem down here. Oh, well. It was very hard. He barely could get the trash out. So that was not fun. I had to take the second trash can out. Not that that part matters. The part that matters is the fact that he just can't breathe right now anymore. And it's very scary. So today he goes to get some pulmonology tests and forget what other kind of test. Pulmonology, echocardiogram. I don't remember. Lots of stuff. Stacy says, what? Stacy says you can get canvas pouches at Hobby Lobby for a few bucks. I would buy a Lindsay painted pouch. Yeah, but would you pay $1 million for it? I would for this, but it's not really mine. It's Dina's. I guess it is mine. You know. Anyway, I'm hoping he's okay. He's hoping he's okay. Because we tried to impress upon the doctor yesterday that this is just not him. That he always is outside all day long. Oh, that's cool. It was so wet, it just went kind of crazy right there. That he's a carpenter, you know, and he's constantly doing work. But I don't know. They said whatever it is it's going on is something that happened when he got his bronchitis, and that it's not there forever, that it will go away. But yeah, it's not good. Man, I love how this is turning out. Is anybody else? Okay. Tina's has a little darker right in there, a little darker there. This just blended with that flower, which is not good. So, oh, it didn't really soak through. So that's cool. We got to dry this a little bit before we go to the blue. Otherwise, it's all going to blend together. And I assume she did the blue after she did the flowers. I didn't really do very much work. It's the canvas that made it all kind of spread. But I definitely want a little more yellow before we finish this off. I'm going to have to get some more good water. So anyway, that's better. More yellow in there. Okay, that's good. Jennifer says, I love this. I do too. I got to learn how to make a zipper. I have so much fabric that I could make zipper pouches till the day I died and still have time left over, or still have fabric left over. I don't know. I do need a little bit pinker because it just kind of toned it down when I dried it. So let's get a little pinkier in here. Just a little brightening up. Okay, we're gonna leave it. It's gonna end up getting it's gonna end up getting not good. So let me get some fresh water. I'll be right back. Oh, if I had let it dry on its own, I think it would have been prettier. Is that drop cloth fabric? I wish I knew, Kathy. It's a scrap of fabric. It could be from many places, but probably Ben Franklin is a good, I'm sure it came from Ben Franklin. I'm going to use this turquoisey tealy color, and we'll start over here. And I'm going to mix it with some darker blues in here. And I'm not going to go all the way to the edge because I don't have to. Because I don't want to. I do love the darker in there with it. Hers doesn't exactly have that, but I think because hers was on canvas probably, it's easier to scrub on canvas, you know. Jackie says this is working up really fast. Yeah, it's because it's canvas, so it just soaks in to the canvas. I don't have to do much work. The canvas is doing it all for me. You know, let's put some of this darker tealy color in here. I love this blue, this darker blue. I'm getting nervous coming up to here. Yeah, it could be a canvas fabric. I used to take, so Ben Franklin, like if we'd have a little bit of fabric left and they couldn't make a fat quarter out of it, it would go onto the giveaway table and then I would take it. Other people I'm sure took stuff too, but I am a trash picker from way back, way back. So I love taking stuff out of the trash. All right, so she gets darker next to the flower. Not that dark, but but that's okay. We can lighten it with a little bit of the lighter blue. I mean, it's close. We talked about this the other day, but remember the 1 cent oil painting sales that they used to have, and you'd buy a painting and put it in your living room and it would look like a Rembrandt or something. You bought it for a penny. I remember on 60 Minutes years ago watching the people that they would hire to do those 1 cent oil paintings, and they'd be like kids out of college who needed money or in art school or something. And they would sit them in a warehouse and make them just paint all day. Ridiculous, right? Kind of crazy. I don't want to get too close in here. Are you using fabric paints or watercolor? Watercolor. Just watercolor. I mean, because this doesn't have to be washed, right? If I was doing it to, you know, like a real pouch, this is just going in my journal, so it doesn't really matter. But like if it was a real pouch, you would want to use fabric paint unless you told people, well, sorry, you can't wash that. But you know, I don't think there's a space right there, but I'm doing what I can here with what I have. It does it because this fabric has a good warp and weft in it. It has nice lines. What do you want to call it? Warp and weft. It has crisscrossy, like a linen fabric. It is picking up some of that, so it looks very canvasy. It's really kind of cool, in other words. All right, let's blow dry this, and then we're going to have to put white on top of it because it's got to lighten up a bit. Do they make nice fabric paints? Oh, yes, they do. Jacquard makes, I forget what they're called, Terry, but they have them at Ben Franklin. Did you guys see that I posted yesterday about a new Martha Stewart paint? I don't even know if it's new or if it's been out a while, but there's a new Martha Stewart paint, and it says it works on fabric. So when I've used acrylic paint before on fabric, you have to put textile medium in it, and otherwise it's really hard to the touch, when you touch it. So I don't know if Martha Stewart's dries soft or not. I have to do some investigating. Okay, so we're going to take this ledger paper. No, I don't want to use ledger paper. I'll use this. A little gesso. And a good watercolor brush. And she's got a lot of white coming in from the top here. So we're going to try to get some highlights going on here of a little bit of white. I don't know what she used because I'm not her and I don't really know her. Do you do that like with people that you're on Facebook with and you say, oh, my friend, blah, 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 whatever their name is? That's what I did with Dina. I say, oh, my friend Dina, but she's really not my friend. I don't really know her. I mean, I know her, but I don't know her. So anyway, I don't know what she did here. It's pretty though. And I do like the white in there. And then we'll use a little bit in here. Get some white going and then a little bit over here. Well, that's way too much. But again, it doesn't really matter. And there's a little over here. And a little down here. Okay. The only other place I see it is right here. And another little highlight over here. Okay, well, I think that's, whoo, sorry. I flew the whole camera aside. Okay, well, I wish this was a zipper pouch now because holy guacamole, Batman, I would love to use it. Okay, now she splattered the whole thing. The bottom here has green and the top has blue from what I can see. So we're going to splatter and then we'll look at it and then we're going to make something to go inside of it. Because I found Dina quotes. Because she has rubber stamps available. So she does have Dina quotes on her stamps. A little darker. And a little bigger. A little darker, a little bigger. That's better. Let's go to the blue. I think it's blue. I mean, I don't know. Again, what do I know? That's good, Linz. Stop. Stop. Can't stop, won't stop. I just need a little tiny bit more. She has it up here. Okay, now we're going to call it a day. What do you say, eh? I'll dry this a bit and we'll look at her picture. You love this one because it's Dina Wakely's. It's not mine. Asa always asks, is that the real person? Man. So this canvas, can you see all the little nooks and crannies, all the warp and weft pieces? All right, let's look at hers. There's Dina's. Oh my God, it's not bad. The leaves aren't so good, but it's freaking close, right? It looks pretty. That's all that matters. Came out really cool. That canvas is cool. And now I have just a teeny tiny piece left. Okay. So we're going to take the papers out of here. This is trash. This is all my notes from my daughter's shower. Then what we want to do, or what I want to do, is I want to cut a piece to go in here. Where's a pencil? I don't have a piece of black paper at home that doesn't have folds in it, so I'm going to end up with this folded piece here. So we'll just cut it and see what happens. Thank you guys for all the nice comments today. Doesn't even look like anything I would do, right? Well, I do try to do flowers like that sometimes, but okay. We definitely want to use ledger paper. And we're going to tear it because it's mixed media-ish, right? How do I get it straight? Make the paper straight. Oh, that is so cool. Look at that tear in there. It's very cool. So we're just going to do this like this. And we're going to glue it down. Yeah, I want it on that side. There's green paint on my table. Oh, well. Thank you, Terry, but what am I going to do? Dear Ranger Products, I am available if you need a 1-cent oil painting of Dina Wakely's work. I mean, that was just one of her pieces. I'm not sure I could copy them all, nor would I want to. I don't like copying people's stuff, but that was a fun challenge. It really, truly was. Okay. So we're going to put just a little strip of this right here. And we're going to do a quote on this. Let's put another little strip right here. On the front. Okay. In Dina fashion, I'm going to take a little bit of this gesso. And we're going to gesso it up. We're going to gesso this up. Those mixed media girls, they use a lot of gesso. They love their gesso. Oops, now I got white paint on my table, Terry. You come over and clean my table, Terry. All right. I better get this off. All right, let's dry this, and then we'll do our quote that's going to go in our pouch. Susie's screaming, I love this. Good. I love mixed media too. All right, so I'm going to be really careful. It probably will all pull apart, and you'll see what happened earlier. Nope, I fixed it. And let's do. Well, this was supposed to be a Dina flower, but not quite. We'll do another one here. My hands are shaky. So you can see how shaky they are today. I am loving using this little bottle of paint. It's like my new favorite. All right. We'll color that in momentarily after it dries. What are you using in that little bottle? So this is a Spellbinders bottle that I bought that has an extra long skinny nozzle. You can buy them way more pricey, called fine liner bottles or fine line bottles. But this has acrylic paint with a little bit of water, black acrylic paint and a little bit of water. Okay. Now we're going to get that pinky pink. And we'll Lindsay this puppy up. Do it more Lindsay style than Dina style. I mixed it. I got to get the yellow cleaner. There's some yellow. There we go. And a little green in there. And then dry it, and we'll do a quote. I don't know if Dina's rubber stamps are her own quotes or if she uses other people's quotes, but because it's on a stamp of hers, we're going to call it a Dina quote. You know? That is so fun. All right. I hope she feels honored when I post this and tag her in it yesterday. I mean, today. Yesterday. Yeah, when I post this yesterday. Okay, we're getting this dry. Normally, again, like I said, I would let this dry on its own. But time constraints are making me dry it. It's really pretty on the ledger paper, you guys, with the paint. So here's our pouch. Here's our card. And let's look at some of her quotes and choose the one we like. This one is beautiful on this raven card. Look at that raven. It says, it's never too late to come home to yourself. I love that one. Then we have this one. Hold on, not you. This one has, if nothing else, believe in art. And this one says, open your mind and let your art out. And this says, let your art get through. Then we have this one, which I guess I can't read any of it. It's very blurry. And there's one more. This one says, Magic is something you make. I don't know what that says. Does that say bindle or kindle your spark of madness? Stay kind. Don't take moments for granted. Keep taking chances. Stay brave and stay strong. I really would like to use this one, but I can't read that word. What does that say? Does anybody know? Kindle your spark of madness? Bindle? I don't know. If I can't read it, I better not do it, right? So I think we're going to use the one off the Raven that says, "It is never too late to come home to yourself." And I really want to do this, but I'm a little nervous that the whole thing's just, oh, bundle, bundle. You guys are so smart. Hold on, let's read it again. Not that one. That can go in the trash. Trash. This one says, bundle your spark of madness. That's an I, you guys. It's Kindle or Bindle because she dotted it at the top. I'm not going to use it, so it doesn't matter. But what does Kindle mean? Kindle your spark of madness. I just don't know. It is never too late to come home to yourself. This is a big mess now because the ink squirted out, or the paint squirted out all over the place. All right, here we go. I'm shaking so hard. A little fear. Oh, it ripped right there. Oh, ripped again. Ripped again. Journal paper's too thin to use with this pen. This makeshift pen. That's okay. It is what it is. I should have used a regular pen, but that's okay. It's very shaky, but so am I lately. Kindle means to set on fire. Oh, like kindling for my fireplace? Is that what you mean? I get it. I think we'll splatter this. Maybe get some of this blue in here. I don't know. Let's put her name here. It's weird because she's still alive and everybody else has died. All the other artists we've had, except Mary Englebright, who's still alive, but she would never see this. Dina Wakely. Hope I spelled it right. Okay. We're going to splatter a little blue. Let's move our pouch. Wish I wasn't shaky, but you know, it is the new me. Embrace yourself. I do want a few on the front. Okay. Happy, joy, joy. Let's dry it. Thank you, Pat. I really like it myself. Of course, it's not mine. It's Dina Wakely's. This is mine. I mean, I could claim this, but the other I just copied directly from Dina, so I can't really claim it. Oh, I love the little tiny blue on the front, just a little bit. Let's make sure it's all dry. So this goes in here. So cute, isn't it? Now, if this was mine, I would put a word here. This little bottle, okay, so I got 2 of these, Jackie, for $5.99 from Spellbinders. Personally, there's one called a fine liner. I think that's the manufacturer, and they cost about $11, but I would recommend it. Like this just keeps pulling out. One of these days it's just gonna mess me up for good. Okay, so this is gonna just slide in there like that. How cute is that, right? And it looks good next to our Jackson Pollock. Dina Wakely, look it, you're right next to Jackson Pollock. So I think that's it. I did want to take this off of this card that somebody sent me last year. If I can do it. Probably from one of you guys. You might recognize your card. I don't know who sent it to me because I pulled the card apart. So I have no idea who sent this. Barbara says, I watched the Mary Engelbright interview, so disappointed in her flatness based on her art. Oh, she is very nervous all the time. She's not a I don't want to be in public person. I don't think she could ever do this on camera thing, you know? I don't think so. She's always a nervous Nelly. Needed to be more circular. Okay, well, that's cute. Her TV interview is on, I can't remember what channel, but it's those people that have the show called, what's it called, Barbara? Homeland or something, or Coming Home, or I don't know, Hometown, I think, right? Is that the name of the Hometown? Might be. I just used some scraps here and some scraps here. So that's cute, right? Hometown, yeah. It's called Hometown. I don't know what channel it's on. All right, so I'm going to take a picture of this and share it. I'm going to take a picture of this and share it. And this, it's never too late to come home to yourself. I really like it. And even more, if I wasn't shaking, I would love this little bottle. But what can you do? What can you do? All right. I think I nailed it personally. Let's see what tomorrow is. It's not going to be a nailing thing tomorrow. We did our Dina Wakely Ranger pouch. Tomorrow is Claude Monet. You have to do Monet. And then Mary Cassatt. Well, that's going to be frightening. Both of those. Claude Monet, The Garden of Monet at Argentival. And then Mary Cassatt, Child in a Straw Hat. Oh, joy. This should be a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Okay, well, I'm glad you guys enjoyed today. I'm really excited that I was able to create the pouch. I could do something of my own on the backside, but no. But it's not a real pouch, it's just a journal pouch. Arlene says, yay, good old Claude. Okay. Have a really good day, you guys. I'll take a photograph of all of this so you can see it in still pictures, and I'll see you tomorrow. All right. Love you guys. Bye. Got to go to my son's now and fix my computer. Oh, boy. All right. See you guys later. Bye.